On October 21, 2025, a quiet Washington, D.C. suburb erupted in chaos as FBI agents stormed the home of Ashley J. Tellis. Flashing lights and tactical gear shattered the morning calm. Tellis wasn't a criminal mastermind. He was a scholar, a trusted advisor to presidents, and the architect of America's relationship with India. His arrest sent shockwaves through the highest levels of government, from the West Wing to New Delhi. No one expected this, not to him. Tellis was a fixture in foreign policy, the steady hand behind decades of U.S.-India diplomacy. Seeing him led away in handcuffs was unthinkable. News spread instantly. Phones buzzed, lights flickered on in government offices across 2 continents. The question, how could this happen? Neighbors watched as agents hauled away computers, hard drives, and boxes of documents. Tellis's life's work, now evidence. The charge, suspicion of espionage. The accusation, Tellis, the architect of trust, may have betrayed it all. The implications threatened to unravel decades of partnership and plunge 2 democracies into crisis. Initial reports were sparse, but the subtext was explosive. This wasn't just about one man, it was about the vulnerability of a nation. The enemy, it seemed, wasn't at the gates, but already inside. As the sun rose, one thing was clear. This was more than a scandal. It was a national security nightmare, a wound to America's psyche. The foundations of global power had never seemed so fragile. To grasp the crisis, you have to know the man. Ashley Tellis wasn't just an advisor, he was the U.S.-India relationship. Presidents, secretaries of state, and national security advisors all turned to him for guidance. His crowning achievement, the 2008 U.S.-India civil nuclear deal. A diplomatic breakthrough that redefined global alliances. Tellis was the architect, navigating political minefields to unite 2 democracies against a rising China. The deal symbolized a new era, America betting on India as its key partner in Asia. Tellis was celebrated as a visionary, a patriot, and a trusted friend to both nations. Now, every conversation, every memo, every piece of advice is under suspicion. If the architect was compromised, was the entire partnership built on a lie? Officials in both countries are haunted by this question. Tellis's fall isn't just personal, it's a geopolitical catastrophe. The trust he built is now in ruins. The FBI's raid wasn't a shot in the dark, it was the result of months of covert investigation. Agents uncovered a trove of classified documents in Tellis's home, over 1,000 files, some marked top secret and SCI. These weren't just policy briefs, they included sensitive details about U.S. military capabilities, defense technology, and intelligence on China. Tellis had high-level clearance, but not permission to hoard secrets at home. The breach was staggering, a goldmine for any foreign intelligence service. The discovery triggered urgent damage assessments across the Pentagon, CIA, and State Department. What was taken? Who saw it? How could it be used against the U.S. and its allies? Behind the scenes, officials scrambled to contain the fallout. The 1,000 secrets found in Tellis's home became 1,000 points of vulnerability. The arrest was just the beginning. America's national security was suddenly, terrifyingly exposed. The documents were the what, the why pointed east, to Beijing. The FBI's affidavit revealed a disturbing pattern. Tellis's secret meetings with operatives from China's Ministry of State Security. These weren't chance encounters. They were discreet, off-the-books meetings, sometimes abroad, sometimes in private clubs. Surveillance caught him exchanging packages. Financial records showed unexplained cash deposits. The FBI was building a classic espionage case: motive, opportunity, and a money trail. If true, China may have had a direct line into America's strategic thinking on Asia. Tellis wasn't just privy to secrets, he helped shape the very policies meant to contain China. The betrayal, if proven, is almost unimaginable. China could have anticipated U.S. moves, influenced debates, and exploited divisions from within. This is modern espionage, not just stealing secrets, but shaping the opponent's strategy. If China had Tellis, they had the mind of Washington. The arrest is a stark warning. Even the most trusted can be turned. The threat of infiltration is real, and it's more sophisticated than ever. America's greatest vulnerabilities may be hiding in plain sight. For those who followed Teles's work, subtle warning signs emerged. Once a champion of US-India partnership, his tone grew critical, even cynical. He questioned India's reliability, echoing arguments that aligned with Beijing's propaganda. Was this honest reassessment, or something more sinister? Investigators now wonder, was his pen guided by hidden influence? Modern influence operations aren't just about stealing secrets, they're about shaping opinions. Teles's credibility gave cover to foreign narratives. His arrest forces a chilling question: was America's most trusted voice weaponized against its own interests? The line between genuine analysis and foreign influence has never been blurrier. The shock in New Delhi was immediate and profound. Teles was more than an American contact. He was a trusted friend, privy to India's deepest strategic secrets. Now, every conversation, every negotiation is suspect. The 2008 nuclear deal, once a triumph, is under scrutiny. Trust, the bedrock of the US-India partnership, has been shattered. China's goal to divide the Allies has been handed to them on a silver platter. Indian officials are left feeling exposed, betrayed, and uncertain. The relationship is in freefall, and India is forced to reconsider its reliance on the US. The bridge Teles built now lies in ruins. The chasm between the two nations has never seemed wider. The Teles scandal hit an America already in turmoil. Trump's return brought back America First trade wars. India is once again a target. Economic anxiety, inflation, and political polarization have eroded public trust. The arrest of Teles only deepens cynicism, fueling narratives of corruption and decline. America's adversaries, China and Russia, see opportunity in this chaos. Disinformation campaigns exploit divisions, weakening alliances. The scandal isn't just a foreign policy crisis. It's a crisis of national confidence. The sense of decay grows. If even our most trusted are compromised, what hope remains? The rot seems to reach the very heart of America's security establishment. The fallout from Teles's arrest ripples far beyond the US and India. Regional stability is threatened. Pakistan, Afghanistan, and the entire region are more vulnerable. China seizes the chance to expand its influence, while Russia fans the flames of mistrust. Allies worldwide watch in alarm. If the US-India partnership can be compromised, are any alliances safe? Trust in America's global leadership is shaken. A single act of betrayal erodes the foundation of the entire alliance system. A weakened US-India partnership emboldens adversaries everywhere. The world is interconnected. One scandal in Washington can trigger chaos across continents. The post-Cold War order, already fragile, is now even more unstable. The world has become a far more dangerous place overnight. As the dust settles, we face unsettling questions about national security. Infiltration today isn't just about stealing secrets, it's about shaping the debate. Foreign powers use money, access, and prestige to co-opt influential voices in think tanks and media. By subtly guiding their thinking, adversaries inject their narratives into our policy. The lines are blurred. When does analysis become propaganda? The Teles case is a wake-up call. The new Cold War is fought with ideas, not just weapons. Our open society is both our strength and our vulnerability. The chilling question: how do you win a war when you can't be sure who's on your side?